Scrap metal welding art and projects involve using discarded and salvaged metal pieces to create artistic sculptures, furniture, and the decorative item. For other creative pieces, the project typically involves welding techniques to join and shape the metal component and composition together. Here are several reviews of how scrap metal welding art and projects work. Good morning and welcome back. I hope you people are doing so well. Thanks for being here and thanks for watching my video. In this video we are going to show you some amazing scrap metal art welding project and how they are working. Artistic and enthusiast collect various types of scrap metals such as old car part, machinery components, industrial scrap, or discarded metal objects. These material can be a source for junkyard, construction sites, or even from the personal collection. Artists envision and plan their artwork or the project design. They consider the available scrap metal pieces and their characteristics such as size, shapes, and texture to determine how they can be incorporated into a design. The collected scrap metal is typically cleaned, stripped, and any coating and prepared for welding. This may involving rust, cutting pieces or size, or shaping them using tools such as grinder and the torches. Welding is a primary method used to join the metal component together. Common welding techniques including MIG, metal, inert gas welding, TIG, tungsten, and inert gas welding, or the arc welding. The choice of technique depends upon the type of metal being used and the desired outcome. The artists assemble the scrap metal piece according to the planned design. This involves positioning the component and using appropriate clamp for fixture to hold them in a place during welding. The welding process involves melting in the melt at the joint using intense heat and then allowing it to cool and solidify. There we are fusing and the pieces together. When the primary welding is complete, artists often refine the artwork by grinding and polishing the welding joint. They may add additional establishment or the decorative element to enhance the aesthetic appeal. Surface element and such as painting, penetration, applying a protective coating can also be applied to the finished pieces. The final scrap metal welding artwork and the project can be displayed as a standalone sculpture, incorporated into a furniture and the architectural element, or used in a various applications depending upon the artist's intent and the nature of the project. It's important to note that welding can be a complex skill that requires proper training, safety, precaution, and the knowledge of metalworking techniques. Professional welder or the artist with experience in metalworking are often involved in creating high quality scrap metal welding art and the projects. Certainly, here are some additional details and the consideration related to the scrap metal welding art and the projects. Scrap welding art allows artists to unleash their creativity and the innovation by transforming discarded metal into a unique and the visually striking piece. Artists often explore different styles, themes, and concepts to create one-of-a-kind artwork. The choice of scrap metal is crucial for the final outcome of the project. Different metals have different densities such as strength, malleabilities, and the coloration. Artists may intentionally select specific type of metal to achieve certain visual effect and the result to incorporate particular properties into their artwork. Welding plays a significant role in ensuring the structural integrity of the artwork or the project. It's important to consider the strength and the stability of the weld joint to ensure that the final piece is durable and capable of withstand its intending purpose, whether it's a sculpture, furniture, or a functional item. Welding requires specialized equipment including welding machine, protective gear, goggles, helmet, and the gloves, and appropriate ventilation in the workspace. Safety measures would always be followed to protect against spark, fume, and the potential injuries. It is advisable to seek a proper training or a consult with experienced welder to ensure safety and the welding practice. In addition to traditional welding method, artists may employ various joining techniques to enhance their projects. The technique include brazing, soldering, and the mechanical fastening method, which can add versatility to the artwork and allow of incorporation of non-weldable materials. Scrap metal art can be an eco-friendly practice as it involves repurposing and recycling discarded materials. By transforming scrap into an artist contribute and the beautiful object and promoting sustainable practice. Scrap metal welding art has gained a popularity as a community-driven activity. Workshop classes and art of collect often organize events or the projects where people with the varying level of welding and the artistic skill can come together to create a collaborative artwork, fostering creativity and promoting social interactions. Scrap metal welding art can be exhibited in galleries, museum, outdoor installation, and the solid as individual pieces. Some artists also participate in art show, fairs, and online platforms to showcase and market their work to a potential buyer and the collectors. Scrap metal welding art and project often endless possibilities for artistic expressions and repurposing old material, giving a new life to the discarded object and transforming them into a captivating work of art.
Another amazing video. Our today's video is about scrap metal art welding projects for beginners, and we are going to tell you how to start a scrap metal art welding project for you as a beginner. Scrap metal art welding is a fascinating way to create unique and eye-catching artworks. It is a perfect hobby for those who's creating things with their hand and want to explore the world of welding. While it may seem daunting to start with the right tools, materials, and the guidance, even beginner can create a stunning piece of scrap metal art. In this video, we will discuss how to get started with scrap metal or welding project as a beginner. First up is starting scrap metal or welding project is to gather all the necessary materials and the tool. Here are the essential items you will need. The first one is welder. There are various types of welder available in the market, but for scrap metal or welding, a MIG welder is recommended. It is easy to use and you can get started with it without much experience. The second one is the protective gear. Welding process, heat, sparks, and the fumes, which can be dangerous if not properly protected. You should wear a welding helmet, gloves, and protective clothing to keep yourself safe. Scrap metal is readily available by scrap yard or the online store. Look for a piece that have interesting shapes and the texture that can you incorporate in your artwork. A grinding wheel is necessary to remove rust, paint, and other impurities from the metal pieces. A plasma cutter is an optional tool, but it can make the job easier by cutting material